In light of the current situation with regards to self-isolation, social distancing, and the prohibition of the gathering of large groups, Tepid Asian Media Music and Media Research Labs is undertaking a new experiment that will likely improve the mental health and stability of the general public. In order to recreate the conditions of the outside world within the confines of the new inside one, we seek to answer the question, how many people does it take to create a crowd? Join us for Test.Alpha003. Alright boys, this should be a pretty straightforward test, I think. Let's fire up some of the samples and get to work. So yeah man, the other day I had 2 pimples on my ass and they were kind of close together, so when I sat down, both of them popped at the same time and oh shit, that was really painful. Alright, come on, why is that the first sample? Alright, we better load up some more and cover that conversation up. Then he started telling the other day I had 2 pimples on my ass and they were kind of close together, so when I sat down, both of them popped at the same time across the street. Come on man, that's like worse than using your phone. Okay, I can kind of still hear both distinct conversations at the same time. Let's add a couple more and see what happens. Then he started telling the other day I had 2 pimples on my ass and they were kind of close together, so when I sat down, both of them they were kind of close together, so when I sat down, both of them popped at the same time. When I sat down, both of them popped at the same time across the street. Oh shit, that's like worse than using your phone. Alright, a bit of the conversation is actually disappearing already, but I can still hear very distinct pieces here and there. So I think we're gonna have to add a lot more samples. Then he started telling the other day I had 2 pimples on my ass, they were kind of close together, when I sat down, both of them popped at the same time. It's like worse than kind of close together, when I sat down, both of them popped at the same time. It's like worse than using your phone. Okay, this is starting to work. I can still hear a couple of samples jumping out at me a little bit too distinctly, so let's add in a couple more 3-dimensional parameters and see what happens. Alright, well it's certainly becoming a blur of noise. It's not quite the crowd sound that I think I'm looking for. We're gonna have to reduce the overall volume and add a lot more dynamic samples, I think. Now I think we're getting somewhere. Alright, let's add a couple more realistic layers and we'll see what happens. Alright, the results have been really promising, but I think we do what we normally do and we turn the parameters up as high as they will go and we see what happens. Alright, this was an absolutely excellent test. I'm very pleased with the results. So let's pack it up and send the results to the boys upstairs. Well done, everybody! Alright, let's get out of here. Close up shop. The results of Test.Alpha003 indicate that it requires at least... An argument can be made for 20, but I think 30 is a safe bet. So yeah, 30. People to simulate the chatter of a crowd. Please check with your local authorities if it's legal in your region to gather this many people and pretend that you're amongst them. Join us next week for Test.Alpha004. Results may vary depending on culture, location, and how annoying most of your friends' voices are.